the vet for a breeding consultation. I don't even really know what that all entails, honestly, and it's a little bit different now with the virus going on. I actually just have to drop her off at the door. A vet tech will come grab her, and then the vet calls me after, I believe, or during, I'm not sure. So it's a little bit of an odd process. Not at all what I was expecting when I was meeting with her vet for this, but that's what we got to do. So yeah, so we're on our way right now, and I'm really hoping that they will test her progesterone levels as well, so I can see you know, if I should breed her, you know, within the next day or two, or if I should wait till this weekend. I may have to get it tested again this weekend on Saturday if it's not quite where it needs to be, and then we'll find out from there. As far as the timeline, we'll have a better idea, hopefully, of when to get bred. So I'm like, I've literally been like so like nervous and excited for this appointment, because obviously I have a lot of questions still. Like, I've done my own research, but I'm really looking forward to hearing from like a professional about kind of what to expect, and just having a little bit more reassurance that, like, you know, my plan is either yes, we're good, or maybe to tweak it a little bit. So yeah, that is where we're at. I should be there in like 5 minutes, and I will kind of update you guys after if I have enough information to update on. The biggest thing I am, you know, want to get out of this is just, like I said, just making sure that my plan is good, and then I really want to get her progesterone levels tested, because she has already been in heat for a week, which, for those of you that don't know, typically it's day like 10 to 14. That's like the ideal breeding period for most dogs, but it can be different. You know, also she may have potentially been in heat for a couple days before I caught it. So, you know, there's a lot of variables going into that. So I just want to test her levels to see where we're at, and then go from there. So I will update you guys afterwards, and yeah, that's all I got for right now. So stay tuned. Good morning, guys. I just wanted to give you guys a little update. It is currently, what day is it? Saturday, May 16th. And last off, I was on my way to take Macy to the vet for her breeding consultation with our vet. It went really well. They had to do a couple blood tests and test her progesterone levels, which took a day to get back. So for those of you that aren't familiar, I might have filled you in on the last clip, but when you are breeding a dog, you have the option to test their progesterone levels. They work a little bit different than humans, where when they're in their cycle is when they breed. So you have the option to test their progesterone levels, which I opted to do just because this is my first time, and Macy's never been bred before. So we opted for that just to get an idea of how her cycles run. And I got the results back yesterday, and she is good to start breeding. So when you get progesterone tested, it comes back as a number. So basically what happens is if it's below 2, you want to wait a little bit and retest in a couple days, which was our plan. If it was below 2, we are going to test on Monday again and check. If it's above 2, you're good to go. And if it is above 25, you probably missed your mark, or she is not on an ovulation cycle. So sometimes that happens where dogs get cycles where they don't ovulate, in which case, obviously, if you were to breed, it would not be successful. So I got her levels back, and it was at 2.7. So they gave me the go ahead. We were right above 2, which that was on Thursday, and it is now Saturday, which is, I'm going to start breeding today. So they are probably a little bit higher right now, which is right on track with what I had anticipated. I had kind of planned on actually starting breeding tomorrow, but since we're good, the vet recommended, I initially was just going to breed once a day for 2 days, and he actually recommended breeding once a day for 3 days. So I'm gonna start today, and then we'll do it once tomorrow and once on Monday, and then we'll be good to go. So assuming everything goes as planned, we should have puppies July 18th, give or take a day. So a day earlier than I'd initially planned, but that's really exciting. It's really funny. We had some friends over last night for a bonfire, and one of my friends, we were talking about it because, you know, they've been in on it, and she actually has a golden retriever too. So, you know, she's been super excited, and that's actually her birthday. So I'm like, oh, that'd be so funny if they were born on her birthday. But so yeah, so we are starting breeding this afternoon. Archie is the name of the dog that I am breeding her with, and her owner, Austin, is going to drop him off today. And then he'll just be with me for the next 3 days, hanging out. So yeah, he's gonna get dropped off around 4 o'clock today. And then it's going down, you guys. This is like crazy. I have never done this before, and I'm like, this whole thing, the whole breeding process kind of grosses me out, but gotta do it. It's very interesting. I don't think I'm gonna record it, you guys. I don't know. I think that's kind of weird, but maybe it'll be, I mean, there's plenty of videos you guys can watch. It's not something I like watching. So basically we're going to put them in this room, together, and it'll just be me in here, and you, have to keep them calm, because actually breeding can be, your dogs can get injured very seriously if, you know, they get excited or scared, or, you know, something distracts them. So we're going to keep them in here and just kind of probably put some chill music on or something and just be in here, and, you know, so I can watch them and do their thing. It can take up to like an hour. So it's not necessarily a speedy process, but, you know, you can't separate them. You know, just some little tidbits, you know, if you ever do, you know, find your dog and they're maybe accidentally being bred, do not ever try and separate them, because it can very, very seriously injure, especially the male. Don't ever do it. I know it's not always ideal. You know, sometimes it happens where dogs are, you know, connected and you don't want puppies, but you can seriously injure or even kill your dog if you do try to separate them. So that's also another reason why you really want to keep them calm and, you know, don't agitate the situation any more than necessary, especially since it is Macy's first time. You know, it might take a little bit longer for her to be receptive, and, you know, so I just have to be here to assist where needed, and then hopefully nature will run its course. I'm kind of rambling. I'm just running through all these thoughts in my head that it's, you know, what's going to go down today. So, but yeah, it can take a little bit of time. So we're just going to cozy up in here, and yeah, that's going to be today, and then we'll kind of copy paste tomorrow and Monday afternoon, and then we'll be all done. And then kind of the next timeline, 30 days, I will go in for an ultrasound with Macy. That is where they will kind of confirm the pregnancy, and they'll be, you know, starting to develop. And then right about 35 days, the vet said she'll start showing. So you go in at 30 days just to make sure that the puppies are progressing and that she's not going to reject the pregnancy. Sometimes that does happen. So basically at 30 days or 35 days, if she were to abort the pregnancy for whatever reason or have a miscarriage, that's when that would start happening. Otherwise, we'll be good to go after that. So it's not necessarily that we're like in the clear with breeding, just like human pregnancies, things can happen. So 30 days is when we will confirm the pregnancy with an ultrasound. And then after that, we'll go in about a week before whelping, which is when she would give birth. That's what they call it. So a week before, and they will do an x-ray, and that is where, the x-ray is where you can get a semi-accurate count. You can get a minimum count of the puppies, which is really helpful, especially being a first-time breeder. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if she's going to have 2 puppies. I don't know if she's going to have 12. I mean, there's kind of a range. That was talking to me, and he's like, you know, if you have, if you go in and get the x-ray and you see 8 puppies and she's whelping and she has 7, well, you know, she's not done yet. So at least you have that minimum number. It's not always 100% accurate because a lot of times they really get squished in there. So it's not, you know, an indefinite count, but at least you know, if they counted 8 and she's only had 7, she's not done yet. So it kind of gives you a little bit of peace of mind while the process is happening, because sometimes it can take a long time. Like I said, it's her first round, my first round. So yeah, so then we'll go in for the x-ray. So yeah, that's pretty much the timeline. And then we'll have puppies, which is so crazy. I don't remember if I said this in the intro video, but I wasn't planning on them being born till August, like middle of August. So she kind of went into her cycle a little bit earlier than I had thought, which is fine by me. I mean, it's really great timing because then the puppies will actually be able to go home. More than likely, they'll be able to go home around Labor Day weekend, which I think is great for families, especially families with like kids that are really busy, to maybe have that extra day home with them to kind of get them into a cycle and a schedule. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just blabbering all these thoughts that have been in my head for so long. So yeah, hopefully these will be going home Labor Day weekend, if not like a week or 2 after. Wow, I have been blabbering for 13 minutes. Okay, I really need to cut this off. So long story short, short story long, we're breeding today. This afternoon it's going to start, and then we will continue tomorrow and Monday. And then hopefully 30 days we'll get an ultrasound and be on the road to puppies. Yay. They are. Here's Archie, handsome boy. Hi. Are you ready? You want to go in there, Mace? Okay. Okay, let's go play for a while.
Hey, watch out.
Play. Hi guys. Okay, wow, I look a lot different. I actually have some makeup on and my hair done and a cute outfit on. It's been a hot minute since I've done this, but I'm going to meet up with some coworkers for a little bit. So wanted to give you an update, just a little recap from the last 2 days. Well, today and yesterday. We had Archie come over yesterday. Archie is the dog that we are breeding Macy with. And I thought it was going to be easy breezy. You know, he's going to be all over, do the thing, and be done. I was very wrong. We spent 6 hours yesterday trying different methods of getting them to breed, mate, whatever, to very little avail. He would kind of like half mount her and then get off. So it was more like playing and like flirting, and I don't know, it was weird. Macy was very ready. You know, she was doing everything right, standing for him, flagging her tail. That's all, you know, great breeding stuff. But he was just not going for it. So I was texting Archie's owner and I was like, I don't know what the deal is. And he's like, that's so weird. Like, he's never had an issue before. And so I'm like, well, we'll call it a day. You know, it was like probably like 10 o'clock at night when we stopped. And we'll try again tomorrow. So I got very little sleep last night. Archie was kind of like whimpering like most of the night. He probably didn't sleep for more than like 30-minute stretches, if even that. And he was just moving a lot, standing like over me, like staring at the door. And my dad slept with Macy to keep them separate, and I slept with Archie. So yeah, he was very anxious all night. So I tried again this morning. We got a little bit further, you know, a little bit better tries, but still nothing. So I texted Austin. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I think I'll just bring Archie over and I'll talk to the vet and see what they recommend on Monday when they open. He's like, well, do you want to try doing it here? And I'm like, yes, I'm open to any suggestions. And he's like, okay, for those of you that don't know, typically with breeding any animal, you bring the female to the male's domain. But Archie in the past has always gone to the female. So I didn't think it was an issue, but we're like, well, let's try it. So we brought them over. I dropped him off. And I don't know, maybe like half an hour later, Austin texts me and he goes, well, they figured it out. And I was like, thank God, because I was kind of panicking. I was like, not panicking, but I was like, well, we're going to have to go the artificial insemination route, which I really don't want to have to do. It's expensive, and it's just another trip to the vet, you know, it adds up really fast. Her last appointment was like over $300, and I can only imagine what that appointment would be like. So I was just so glad that it worked out. So now I have Macy home with me. I just picked her up after they were finished, and I'm going to drop her off tomorrow evening again, and then I'll pick her up when it's done, and then go one more time on Tuesday. And that'll be it for the breeding. So I'm so glad that it worked. He must have just been too anxious to do it here, which is understandable. That happens sometimes. So very grateful that we got it to work. My room is a disaster. So yeah, that is the update that I have. Macy's very tired. She's been very cuddly, napping all afternoon now. And I'm sure she's going to be pretty tired for the rest of the day. So that is it. And then after Tuesday, we just wait a month and then go in for the first ultrasound. And that will be confirming the pregnancy and making sure everything's going smoothly. And then we're smooth sailing from there, hopefully. So that is the update that I have. Finally, we got it to work. So little naive me apparently did not realize that it's not always a breeze to get dogs to breed. So we got it though. Thank you, Mother Nature. Thankfully it worked, because I really did not want to go the AI route. So that is the update on the dogs, and I will update you guys probably on Tuesday after it's all done, because after that I probably won't have an update for you guys for like a month. So it'll be, I'm sure it'll go fast, but for me it seems like a long time. You guys are probably going to be seeing this like pretty close to when she's having puppies, if not after she's had puppies. So because it is currently like the middle of May right now, and I'm not going to post this until it's very close to puppy time, if not soon after, because hopefully then I'll get more regular content rolling through with puppies and updates. And, you know, I don't know if I'll do everyday uploads, but try to get footage every day that we can maybe do like weekly puppy vlogs or something like that. But yeah, so that is the update. I will update you guys next on Tuesday probably. Here we are for round 3. We've only had one successful attempt, or maybe this is round 4. I don't know. We got the 2 dogs. We're gonna go try this again. Archie, can you say hi? Hi, pretty boy. No, go back. Stay back there, you dirty dog. Dirty dog. Oh, look at that. All right, you guys, we had a success. Yay. So now we have had, oh, look at those pretty pups. So now we've had 2 successful breedings, and I think I'm just gonna leave it there. The vet recommended 3, but I think 2 has been enough for these 2. And especially with, this is my last week working part-time, so I'm gonna be a lot busier next week, and even the rest of this week I really want to take advantage of getting stuff done before I go back to working full-time. So yeah, so the breeding process is finito. So yeah, it was definitely more of a struggle than I realized, or than I had expected, but we got it. So yeah, so the next update will be in a month, when I have Macy's ultrasound done to confirm the pregnancy and see where we are at. Here they are. Archie, come here. Can you show them your beautiful face? Oh, look at you two, Macy. Look at those pretty puppies. Oh, excuse you, Archie. Excuse you. They're just so cute. I'm so excited for their puppies. I hope we have lots and lots of puppies. I'm so excited. All right. I'll see you guys in a month.